Hello.
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 How was your meeting?
It was good.
Yeah.
I got beans.
You got beans? Wow. Alright folks, this is it. Let the madness begin. But first we need to go look for some like nice wooden like clothing hangers for product photos. Alright, here we are. We got a couple wooden ones and then the super sleek one. Alright folks, so here we are, all of our boxes. These are our shirts. I got these in the other day. The socks should be arriving anytime now. The shirts and socks will be the first launch, and then the shorts will be ready for the second kind of restock. Yeah, it's just absolutely wild. Like after a year and a half of working on something, to just finally receive the final product, like this is how you guys will be receiving it. I'm just very excited for you guys to get your hands on them as well. Yeah, here's the shirt that you guys will be receiving. I talked about this garment bag before in another vlog. Not only is this compostable and biodegradable, it also breaks down immediately in hot water. Let me show you. I'm just gonna put a piece of the garment bag in here, grab some hot water. Oh my god, do you see that? Have you seen that? So I chose to go with this garment bag because although there are some like compostable mailers or poly mailers, not a lot of people compost, and even if something is compostable, it may not be home compostable, which is why we're also sticking to craft mailers and boxes so that you can just put it into your paper recycling, because a lot more people do that. But yeah, here is the finalized shirt. It's a 70% tencel and 30% organic cotton. Tencel uses recycled wood pulp in a closed loop environment, and like I mentioned before, there is no such thing as a perfectly sustainable fabric. Everything has its pros and cons, but tencel is truly up there. Plus it makes the garment so much more breathable and stretchy without having to use synthetic materials like nylon or polyester, which is essentially like plastic spaghetti noodles that you're weaving into the fabric. And on the inside it says be less shitty, so you can just get a, you know, a gentle reminder every time you put the shirt on. I'm just gonna take the creases out with a steamer. Pro tip, actually put a sock over this so that you don't get those like splatters. Alright, so being a small business owner means that you have to wear many shoes. Many shoes? Many hats. You have to wear many hats.
Such a white thing.
I know, that's what I was asking you. The design, the finance, also hair and makeup. Say hello to my lovely model. We're just gonna gently brush them up. Feels weird doing makeup on somebody else. Beautiful, with some powder so he's not too shiny. Do you like it? Doesn't it feel nice? So handsome. I'm gonna go in with a little lip oil. Just maybe don't do that actually, sorry. So because today we're using natural light over here, we're gonna move the seamless paper to over here. What are you doing? Nice, okay, so. So that was officially the first shoot. Definitely took a little bit longer than anticipated. When I was in the planning stages of like the first campaign, I wanted to like hire out a modeling agency, get professional models, do professional videography, and get a separate photographer and studio, etc. But now that it has come to this point, a year and a half later, I really just don't have the money for all of these things, especially because everything is just personally funded by myself. So for the first drop, it's just gonna be Ryan, and then as we grow and as we do more future drops, then it's more feasible for me to hire different things out. But yeah, I feel like the reality is in the early stages of any business, you kind of, you know, gotta bootstrap everything and just kind of go with the flow. But yeah, we're just gonna tidy up here, head home, and eat some food.
Okay, bye studio.
Bye studio. next stop. Look how good these look. Oh my god. As a reward for our lovely model.
That is so delicious.
What's that? Oat milk, right?
It's so good.
That's so good. Especially after a long day. This is that new park that they built. Wow. It's like $1 billion. Hey buddy, hello. All right, so here's what lunch is looking like. We have some Korean barbecue. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Flavor bomb. Delicious.
All right, folks, I'm just gonna call it here for today. That's pretty much it. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, Jasper. Oh, can you go tummy rubs? Yeah. Hi. Hello. Hi. All right, so bright and early in the studio this morning. Today, we're doing a lot of like the back end admin side. Gonna be very busy. Not quite as exciting or dynamic as yesterday, but still, we're gonna have a good time. But first, you already know. Starting my morning off right with the AG1s from Athletic Greens, who are the sponsor of today's video. Now, I mentioned in the previous vlog that as we start getting busier and busier, the first thing that usually deteriorates for us is our wellness routine, whether that be our exercise, our nutrition, our mental health, which is really counterproductive because if we're not taking care of ourselves, how are we taking care of others or the work we gotta do? Now, I've been taking the AG1s daily for the past almost 2 years now, but it's gonna be even more important for me this week as I prep for launch day, because I can assure you nutritional density of what I'm eating is probably not going to be at the top of my priority list. The AG1s are just going to act as like a secondary safety net. The AG1s are a blend of 75 different vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. And yeah, honestly, in an ideal world, we would be getting all of these nutrients from actual whole foods. However, that's just not reality for most of us. Whether we're busy with our work or with our family, life just happens. So by having everything in one tiny little scoop, shaking it up with some water, it just makes it that much more accessible and approachable. So if you guys are interested in trying out the AG1s by Athletic Greens for yourself, you guys can use the special link below. And plus, because we all love a good deal, you guys will receive a full year supply of this liquid vitamin D3K2 drops. Some of these AG1 travel packs that I always have stocked at the studios for people to try. Just ignore all of Jasper's broken toys. Here, Jasper, you can play this one for a little bit, okay? Also, before we continue, here's a look at the shirt on my body. I'm usually in between a medium and a large. Shirts definitely fit a little bit on the slimmer side, so if you're into a regular slim tailored fit, go true to size. If you want a bit more oversized, a bit more wiggle room, definitely size up. The shirts themselves already have a longer torso for taller folks or bigger folks, so that the fabric isn't like, you know, riding up. And I prefer to tuck my shirts in. But yeah, overall, I'm just really happy with the heavyweight tensile. Every time I've seen tensile done, it's usually very, very lightweight, or it's only like 5% of the garment, and they call it sustainable. But yeah, here she is. All right, so to go with all the shenanigans of launch prep, my big brain thought it was a great idea to change the name of the brand just a couple days before launching, which, you know, so let me explain. The clothing line actually never had a concrete name. What was concrete was the product, the brand, and kind of vision and mission statement, which is be less shitty, the tagline, and also be less shitty to others, our planet, and yourself. I didn't have a set name, nor did I have a set logo. Those were things I wasn't too concerned about, because as we release and as the product develops, that's something I can work on. So the tentative kind of placeholder name was the BLS Club, and people were calling it the BLS, the club, BLS, or Be Less Shitty, like the full tagline. And initially I was gonna wait until like maybe the second or third restock or drop to kind of find a concrete name. But I don't know, I just had like a gut feeling that I needed to kind of at least sort this out initially before launching, and if future revisions need to happen, it can happen. And a couple of the issues is that Be Less Shitty, the word shitty is profanity, so it's not going to be ranked well in search engines. And the word be in Be Less Shitty was used sometimes as being and B, so I didn't like the inconsistencies of that brand name. The BLS Club, which was the previous placeholder, just felt a bit too wordy, which is why I've decided to call my clothing line Less Shitty. This way I can use the term being less shitty, or be less shitty, or less shitty shirt, or less shitty shorts. Because we're replacing the T's with the double D's, it doesn't get flagged as profanity. So if you were a little bit confused on why everything changed, that is why. Which also means that I needed to change all the websites. So social media handles, all the websites that used my previous email. But yeah, anyways, some of the things we need to tackle today are finish off the thank you cards, the website. I need to count all the shirts, input all the measurements for the sizing chart. Just so much little things that really add up. And because a lot of these things we couldn't really do until we actually got the product in, it was a lot of waiting time. But now it's a lot of shit we gotta do within such a short period of time. So yeah, I am very excited. I guess the whole point of this like mini series is, you know, bringing you guys along the behind the scenes of what it's like to start a clothing line. But also if any other people are interested in kind of like the more entrepreneurial side, I think seeing all of this could be helpful as well. And I guess for people who aren't interested in the business side, you can still see how I, you know, try and attempt to live a healthier lifestyle while all of this is going on, and just different ways that I'm trying to be less shitty, you know, towards myself. This is what the front of the card looks like. I'm gonna try to like handwrite everyone's names here, at least for the first launch. And then in the back, it explains kind of more of what the Be Less Shitty mantra is. And these are the instructions to recycle and compost the packaging, as well as washing the garments in cold water and air dry. The mock up for some more packing tape. Oh my goodness, who is this handsome model? Wow. More than happy to do all of the product shots myself and the creative campaigns, because if you didn't know, after doing my own personal training business, I went into my own commercial photography and videography business. So it's nice that like everything in my previous kind of experiences and businesses are, you know, they essentially brought me to this point where I'm able to do these things for myself. Obviously it's nowhere to the point of hiring an actual like product photographer, but it's good enough for now. Alright, so I'm just gonna take a little breather for now. I'm gonna head to the gym nearby and get a quick workout in. Nothing too intense. Just move the body, get the heart rate up. It'll be fun. Alright, buddy. I'll see you in a bit. Give me a fist bump. Come on. Yes, okay. Hello, Jasper. Hello, hello. How was your sleep? Come here. Hi. How was your sleep? Yes. That actually felt so good. I did a light push-pull workout, a bunch of different movements. And it wasn't sort of any revolutionary workout or hit massive PRs, but it was just nice to break up the monotony, move around a little bit, and have some lunch that Ryan packed for me this morning. It's essentially just leftovers from yesterday's Korean barbecue. We cooked up some of the leftover meat this morning. Then also gonna have that with some lemon sparkling water. I'm really thankful that I have such a great gym so close to my studio. Even if you don't have access to a gym studio, just going outside, getting some fresh air and walking around just does so much for your mental health and productivity. Let me just finish eating this and we can get some more work done. I was really hoping for that the shorts would also be ready for the first launch day, because I'm nervous that there's not going to be enough of a selection. There's essentially no selection. It's just the shirt and the socks. And, you know, if people are not in the market for a new shirt or socks, then they're not going to buy anything, which completely makes sense. But I just wish there was a bit more of a selection that people could choose from, or like the ability to buy in sets. And I know a lot of people are gonna bring up pricing. I got a comment asking, you know, what's the price range gonna be like? Is it gonna be luxury or is it gonna be affordable? It's not gonna be luxury. However, it is gonna be on the premium side, just because when you take into account for small batch production of cut and sew, meaning that we are designing all of the patterns for the garments, we're also milling our own custom fabric, also ethical labor, organic fibers. Also shipping right now is absolutely ridiculous. Basically how it works is that, you know, when you go buy something, whether shipping is free or you pay, you know, 20 bucks for it, the company charging you isn't making money from the shipping. Those are pretty much the direct prices from the courier that I'm probably gonna have to take or absorb some of the costs, because sometimes shipping internationally can be like 50 bucks, which who's gonna do that for a pair of socks, you know? But yeah, just gotta count up each of his shirts and see how many I actually have so I can input them onto the website. But yeah, folks, I'm gonna call it here for this vlog. If you haven't already, make sure you guys sign up for the mailing list at lessshitty.com. Thank you guys for being so patient and just kind of following along with this journey. It's only gonna get even more hectic and exciting, but you guys are coming along. It's definitely gonna be a learn as you go process, and there are definitely gonna be hiccups along the way. So, you know, just thank you for being understanding, and yeah, I'm just very excited. Also very nervous, but mostly excited. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, remember to be less shitty. Thanks, guys. Jasper, are you ready to walk home in the pouring rain? It's about a 40-minute walk home, but we're gonna get through it.